So I help women simplify in their online business. So I'm a business strategist and a mindset mentor. And simplification is so important to me because I'm also a homeschooling mom. So literally, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. But where I see with a lot of these courses is number one, there's a huge, or tends to be a huge misalignment with the marketing and the messaging of the marketing in the course, and then the expectation that it leaves the person in the audience with. And this is, it's a tricky one to navigate. So yeah, there's a huge misalignment with the marketing, the messaging that goes into so much of the marketing, and then the expectation that leaves in the mouth of the potential buyer. So it's a little sticky because and honestly, since stepping into your rooms and some of Gary's rooms, I have finally embraced more of the content creation side of being, having an online course or being an online entrepreneur. And we give these tips and little nuggets, and we make it sound like something. And you'll have people who literally say, oh, you could do this in your sleep. How many times have you heard I make money in my sleep? And that gives that type of messaging. You want to pull in the audience, but then when it comes time for them to invest, you are setting the stage for them to think that literally they're going to be able to put in this bare minimum effort and thought and get these types of results. And very quickly, that becomes discouraging. And so then people walk away. There's also, and Christelle, you had just said this, lack of commitment to testing and refining, not just before fully releasing, but even when it's released. So creating a course can feel this beast of burden when you're in the middle of it, and you want to make sure you have the modules and the lessons and all of that perfected. So a lot of times you'll have people who drop a course and then they don't want to go back and touch it, right? They don't want to go back and have to re-record something. And this ties into the last thing before I stand off of my soapbox here, which is we have a lot of people who will price gouge and who will stuff these courses full of so much fluff and things that really are not the most necessary pieces, almost just to be able to slap that higher ticket on it. I see this rampant, especially on Facebook, which is where I tend to do most of my marketing and be cultivating my Facebook group. But between stuffing the course with so many things that just end up giving people these bigger and more kind of trivial hurdles that they have to jump over in order to start seeing some encouraging results that will encourage them to continue. They give them all sorts of things. But this is how, and listen, I'm into manifestation and energetics, but you have to go outside with your crystals and howl at the moon at this exact time to build up your energy. Like just courses, and that'll be like how to build your business. So that, and the lack of transparency and the lack of just keeping it simple in the messaging, we have to start. And let me not get into that because I know you don't want to get into solutions now, but I would say the messaging needs to be speaking to the people who will get the best results.